Oh, hi, it's Saturday. I'm out for my run again. But I thought I'd stop by. This is the Navy Memorial. And I was in the Navy during Vietnam. 3 years, 2 months, 9 days. It was either that or be drafted. And there's a statue here of a nice guy in a pea jacket. There are warm coats. Yeah. And actually, I joined the Navy because they were drafting at the time, and I couldn't get into grad school. I wasn't much of a student, and so I'd be drafted. So I'm not a camper, and being in the army and being drafted sound like a lot of camping in the jungle. That was not appealing to me. And the Navy sounded like clean sheets every night. And I had to fall in the Navy. I mean, I could have done it in a few months, but 3 years, 2 months, 9 days. I got 7 good stories if we ever get drunk together. So this is a nice little memorial. It's right on Connecticut Ave. We're just down the street, about 2 blocks from the Trump Hotel and the White House. But what I want to talk about is I'm getting a lot of notes from, Let's Go Help. That's a closed Facebook group of people telling me how successful they are. And of course, it's self-serving to share it with this, but it does my heart really good, to see that more and more people are learning how to use the system. This town is full of millionaires who come to town to learn how to use the system, and the average person, has no idea that these programs are for them. And this is what, now I have data instead of just my intuition of actual people. So if you remember, go on. I got some wonderful results today. This is the first 2 things I saw when I woke up today on Let's Go Help. It said, "Hello, success story," she says. "Thank you, Matthew, for a heads up. I got a PPP and an EIDL. Almost also about contacting my state rep for help with my UI." So she's getting, and she got 3 programs, and one of them will give her like probably $1,000, $1,400 a week, and she's contacting her state elected official. Everybody has this. You have probably a couple at the state level. You have 3 at the federal level. You have a congressman and 2. I use this paper. You have a congressman and 2 senators. That you could contact them all. Okay, how do you find them? Oh, by the way, here's another guy. Where is he? Oh, here's he said. Okay, I made a contact with the secretary for my elected official. So you're probably not going to contact. Okay, and this is a guy who's been a member for a while in my town. So this maybe be his. Mayor or whatever, and we are on good talking positions. I can ask her for help with my projects and finding things in the government. Okay, so he's got somebody now in the government on his side that will help him, probably better than me, because they know exactly who's running the office in town. See, a lot of this stuff is local, and that's important to realize. Even though the money comes from where I am in Washington, it's managed locally. And that's why, and you have neighbors that are handing out this money. That's who you want to get to know. I'll show you maybe even what to ask for, but you got to go there and your kids maybe go to school with their kids. I mean, it's a people business, and use these, and you don't have to pay them. See, I charge you $20. Because I got to stay eating. It's a habit I've developed. Can't get rid of, even at my age. Actually, I don't eat a whole lot anymore. Just don't need as many calories as you get older. But that's another session. I got another one. I thought I had a copy of it, but a wonderful story how he applied for money for his business. They gave him a grant. I don't know, it was just a few $1,000, $3, $4, $5,000. Then they called him up and asked him if he wanted more. That's right. The government called him up, and it's a wonderful, story the guy writes. You can see his name and everything and what he got it for. And he said, and he was shocked that they called up. He said, "Yeah, okay, send me 30 grand." and they're sending him $30,000. Now he has to pay that back, but he doesn't. In the first year, he doesn't have to pay anything. And it's a low interest rate. I think it's like 3% or something like that. You can't get that at a bank if you're a small business. So it's money, man, that you get cheaper than anywhere else. So he got a grant, then he got this loan, and they're shoving it down his throat. Here, take the money, please. And it doesn't take magic. It doesn't take, you have to take somebody to lunch. No, you just have to work at it, and find tools and sources of help. That's free to do it. And that's the problem with Google. You're going to go on Google, and if you're going to look for help for getting a grant, I want to charge you $20, but other people want to charge you $20,000, for the same thing. Probably worse. They haven't been studying this stuff as long as I have. So, and it's all marketing. So they know what's in your head and why you will spend this money, and they push those buttons, and you spit it out because you don't know your options. And that's why you have so many options in life, and you don't have to just trust the ones that are in your head that you know about. Life is so goddamn big, so many options. It's going to take work. That's it. And what that happens is because our laziness, human nature. I'm the same way. Oh, this looks good. Yeah, I can afford it. I'll do that. But the problem nowadays, most of us can't afford it. And so that's why it requires you doing more work to find these options, because you can't afford all this stuff that people want to get from you for you to have a better life. And that is out there. And it takes digging. It takes work. It takes, people saying no. And all the bad shit that you hate in life, that's going to happen. So get used to it. See, in my mind, plan for that. If you're planning to make a phone call and get a check in the mail, you're going to be so damn disappointed. You're going to yell at me and everybody else within 50 miles that how you got screwed over and life is unfair, right? But see, if you plan that, shit, I may or may not get the money. It's going to be a pain in the ass. And who knows if I'm going to get it or not. That's reality. So what we have to do is realize what reality is. And see, salesmen like to tell you not about reality. First of all, it takes too long, and that's what I found when I was selling in the beginning. When I do 1-minute commercials or whatever, I don't have time to say all the ifs, ands, or buts. So I just say, hey, look at this. You get this, this, and this. And then my idea was, okay, if you think I lied or it somehow took advantage, you get your money back forever. Don't worry about it. And because I only want money to tell the story. If I go say, well, yeah, you may get it. It's sort of like diet books. How many diet books have you seen that say, well, yes, you could try this. It may or may not work. You may lose money, you may lose weight, you may not lose the weight. Millions of people bought this book, but we're a fatter society now than ever. So obviously it's not working real well. But no, you'll see a book. I remember when I started doing publishing, the most popular book was called Thinner Thighs in 30 Days. And now, it's more with clickbait. It's getting people's attention. And people do that, and I do it too. It's really to get your attention. But now, see what's neat in social media. I can explain. Look, I've been on for 8 minutes now. If I was paying 8 minutes of television time, it cost me hundreds of thousands of dollars, the way I used to do it. That's why I used to be a professional guest. I get on Letterman and get 7 or 8 minutes for free because I act goofy. I'd rather act goofy and get 7 minutes for free than pay them $50,000 for 1 minute. And that's why you got to use the tools and resources that are out there, but you got to learn what they are. And that's it. And what's in our head is wrong. The world is there's too many options. It's changing too fast. What we know is wrong. So get out there and start piecing together a new life. It's a jigsaw puzzle, and nobody's got the answer. And we all got to figure it out for ourselves.